Met Gala season. Fashion's biggest night is back in its full glory, maintaining its position as the most anticipated invitation in fashion. From stars from the industry to sports stars and the who's who in Hollywood, each year provides a spectacular showcase that comes second to none.
The Met Gala is a fundraising benefit for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's costume exhibit. Now, this is an event that is held annually on the first Monday in May. For the year 2024, the Costume Institute's exhibition is Sleeping Beauties Reawakening Fashion. And as you can see, the tent is being set up, the decor is being put in place, and we can see elements of nature waiting to be seen, not only in the decor, but in the style from our favorite stars. Taking it to the beginning, when the godmother of New York fashion, the Empress of the 7th Avenue, Eleanor Lambert, in 1948 established the Met Gala. It was a night that saw the convergence of fashion and finance in a way that was publicized as the biggest party of the year. Now, not much has changed since 1948, excluding the obvious. A ticket price has gone from $50 to as much as $70,000 a ticket. For Arise News, we are live at the Met Gala 2024, and we are happy to take you through all the festivities.
The story behind the exhibit's name has to do with the garments that will be on display. Roughly 250 garments will be shown from the Costume Institute's collection of 33,000 pieces. Many of the ones that will be on display are typically never shown. Some are said to be too fragile to hang for fear of them falling apart. Instead, they will be in glass cases, like the fabled Sleeping Beauty.
The Metropolitan Museum of Art's costume exhibition for the year 2024 is titled Sleeping Beauties Reawakening Fashion. Now, I'm sure we're all familiar with the Disney classic, Sleeping Beauty. One thing I can assure you of, definitely, is the Met Gala 2024 theme has absolutely nothing to do with princesses or true love's kiss. For the year 2024, the official Met Gala theme, obviously, is the Garden of Time. The Garden of Time follows the most beautiful story by the English novelist J.G. Ballard. The story follows a couple who had the most beautiful garden, the most ethereal plants. Amongst those plants, there was one in particular called the Time Flower. Now, this couple had an angry mob encroaching on their property, ready to destroy them. So they came up with a plan. Every time the mob would get closer, they would simply pluck one time flower. Now, when this happens, the mob goes back in time. However, there was one big problem. The plants don't regrow. And as a result of this, it was only a matter of time before the couple would meet their unmissable end. And that defines our theme for the Met Gala, the Garden of Time. The moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. I'm Kachi Ofia, live at the Met Gala 2024. First of all, let's breathe in this decor. The Met Gala 2024's theme is the Garden of Time. There's been several speculations as to what exactly the Metropolitan Museum of Art meant when they said the Garden of Time, but clearly it has a lot to do with nature, and as I suspected, very little to do with princesses and the actual Sleeping Beauty. Arise News will take you through the best moments from tonight. The celebrities, the fashion, and most importantly, the one thing we are all here for, every single star's representation of the Garden of Time. We are expecting the biggest stars in the world from across various industries: Hollywood, sports, fashion, politics, business. Yes, they're going to be walking on this carpet in their most exciting representation of the Garden of Time. My name is Kachi Ofia, and you're welcome to the Met Gala 2024.
Andrew has created in his stunning exhibition, which pulls very deeply from our archives. And then how really the past always influences the present. So the Garden of Time reflects his thinking behind nature, which informs the whole of the exhibition, and then how the past and the present are always intertwined.
And I'm going to ask you a personal question. Kinda. Would you say you're a nature person? Like, do you absolutely love nature?
Yes, I have a garden that I love and that I can't wait to get to every weekend, and the atmosphere here is very much everything I love. But
thank you so much, Ms. Wintour. Come on. Elsa, how would you define love with regards to the theme tonight, the Garden of Time?
Well, it's a beautiful theme because it's bringing back all like the old pieces, you know, that like I just saw the catalog and it's like a dress of like 30s of a wedding. That it's amazing. So seeing all those pieces is like bringing them back. No, it's beautiful.
Chris, you did say that you did say that.
What did I say?
You may wear sweatpants, but you look amazing. Who are you wearing?
Underneath the sweatpants.
No, I don't see them.
No, just here.
Say they're sweatpants. I'm being told that when we put Black people in positions of any kind of power, we do magnificent things. Most importantly, time heals everything. Looking at our culture as Black people and how far we've come, how would you juxtapose that with the Garden of Time as it pertains to healing?
Oh my God, that's such a good question. I mean, I think you said it you said it perfectly. You know, we're fighters. We get to the other side, you know, and I think that this is such a lovely expression of that, especially her outfit, you know, like what she has on right now is really beautiful as far as like the birds of paradise, you know, and just finding the way. Yes.
Amazing. Well, have a great evening. Thank you so much for speaking to me. I know that was such an emotional moment for you, but talk to me about what that significantly meant for you as a creative.
Well, I think it's the beginning. I really feel as though that moment was the beginning of something. Now there's a little bit more access. Now I get to hopefully tell more stories that are diverse and beyond, you know, the stereotypes. So it was really exciting for me because I felt like the doors were opening. Yeah.
Garden of Time. Time sometimes can be frustrating, especially when you're waiting for something that you really, really want. Talk to me about the theme and the importance of patience as it pertains to time.
I think this is a good example, honestly, to be real with you, because I've always wanted to be a part of this event for a very long time. And I didn't know if it was ever going to happen. And so it's very exciting, and I can feel that this was the right time to do this. And even if I wanted sooner, it wouldn't have been how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be.
Even if you wanted it sooner. So basically there's time and place for everything.
Always, yeah.
Who are you wearing tonight? The hair is glorious.
I'm wearing Gap by Zach Posen, the new creative director.
Now, I want us to talk about your outfit because it is literally the perfect combination with this hair and the makeup. What made you choose this fit in representation of the theme Garden of Time?
Well, denim is like the Garden of Time because denim changes and it lasts the Garden of Time. I was sitting in my office in San Francisco at Gap headquarters looking at the bay. And when I was looking at the bay, I was looking at all the changing colors. And I thought of the process of indigo and of denim, the fabric we use the most.
Yes.
And that's what inspired the dress. And then a beautiful actress, an incredible woman.
Divine. You are inspiration. When you put this outfit on, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
You feel strong, you feel sexy, it feels like the definition of femininity. What I love and what I think is one of his greatest assets is that he really is not afraid of the form. And you know, as a curvy girl, sometimes people get nervous or there comes with challenges. Maybe I'm not a dressmaker, so I don't know, but what I love is that he celebrates it. And I never felt like it was a problem for you. And if anything, I felt celebrated. So I feel very strong. I feel feminine. I feel sexy. And I think it's a moment.
I have nothing else to say other than you are beautiful. Thank you so much for this. Like your top playlist for Nigerian music. We're from Nigeria, Rise News. So what are you listening to right now?
Well, I listen to the whole thing because I'm old. So I listen to like all of Tyla. Am I pronouncing it? Tyla's the whole album. And I was like, does she really not curse? And that she really doesn't. Not one utterance. Thames, obviously. Who else? You know what I've discovered? Well, I discovered because I'm old. Wiz's first, like his first, not the most recent, but yeah, those three.
You loved it.
Of course, I saw Wiz and Thames in concert at O2 Arena in London. Yeah, like.
What was your vibe like? Were you like, oh? Were you like, eh?
I was like, ah! Like, you know, I was losing my mind. Yeah, I was losing my mind. I'd never really been to a concert in London, and that concert and all the people that he brought out, the place was going crazy. And it felt good. Like, it wasn't the London that I get to see when we had to go do press. It felt like I was home. Yeah.
I want to know, right? How do you deal with Javier James's animated? Have you seen those little things they put on WhatsApp?
Yes.
Those
send them to me.
How does that make you feel?
It cracks me up. It cracked me up then. It cracks me up now. She is just this little ball of fun and hope, and it's wild because like no matter where we are in the world, people are like, I'm one of Kav's aunties. Yeah. Like, where is the baby? And I'm like, she's 5. She's at home. Like.
But how does who do you think she is?
I feel like she has more of my personality, his face, but now it's kind of starting to morph like both of us, a little bit of both.
Now, is the difference between being in front of the camera, you're spending a lot of time behind the camera right now, looking forward to like post the debut of your newest body of work. What does it feel like? You know, what's the difference? Do you feel like you were missing out on something?
No, you know what it feels like is I was missing out on being a part of making sure production ran smoothly and as happily and where everyone felt safe to like really create. So like those are the things that I really enjoy about like producing that added element.
Now, before I let you go, you keep saying you're old, Gabrielle. Come on, look at your body. But this is the guarding of time, and time is something that it's inevitable. So what does the guarding of time mean to you as a woman who's grown in this industry from Bring It On now to producing your own films? You have evolved. What does time mean to you in this industry as a black woman?
Time is relative. You know, everyone says, oh, after 35, you're washed as a woman, certainly as a black woman. I'm 51 and I'm not going anywhere. So time is relative. Like, I don't even think about it, to be honest. You know, well, I am thinking about how many more steps there are and the time it will take me to reach the top.
I gotta like grab something to eat.
You know, they have a fan, right? When you walk through, you get this burst of air conditioning and there's like a little fan. And I'm just gonna stand there like in a little daze until I pull it back together.
I'm gonna let you do that. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great evening. Now, I'm from Nigeria, Rise News Nigeria, and where I'm from, because I absolutely love you, we call our big sisters aunties. So hi, Auntie Taraji, how are you? I am amazing. First of all, I wanted to talk about what you just spoke about, collaboration over competition. In the industry that we are in, how important is it as women to continue to collaborate and kill competition?
That's the only way we win. That's the only way we win. The plan is to keep us separate, but we are more powerful in numbers. I mean, men can put their beefs aside and get together and make that money. We need to learn from their blueprint. So that's always been my messaging. It's room for everybody to thrive. Yeah.
Over the last 1 year, what's the biggest lesson time has taught you?
The biggest lesson
time has taught you?
Just time.
Like time elapsed over the last 1 year.
Just patience and knowing that.
Naomi Campbell said.
No, patience and knowing that whatever's yours is yours. Nobody can take it. It's coming. Patience.
Would you ever come to Nigeria?
Absolutely. That's on the list. Yeah.
So if you came, would you want like a guide on the first set of things to do?
I just want to go where the people are. Don't take me to the touristy stuff. I want a heartbeat of the. I want to see the people.
Do you love Nigerian music?
What?
Girl. Tell me. I'm sorry. Talk to me, please. Talk to me.
I love an Afro beat, period. That's what I got dressed to today.
Look at that. Exactly.
I have a whole playlist. I have an entire playlist.
I knew you were my auntie. See, I knew that. Have a great evening. Mwah. Thank you so much. Absolutely. This piece you have on, especially the rose, is that a ring or it's?
Yes, I mean no, the jewelry is Chopard, but this is Burberry. Yes.
You're draped in royalty. Now, talk to me about what the importance of Guardian of Time means to you.
You know, I thought it's a very interesting story. I mean, obviously we're here at the Met Gala, and I feel that in some ways the story is about eating the rich. But you know, if you want to just take the lighter themes away, it is about sort of that, you know, the delicacy of life and how there is nothing that can stave off impending death, and that's interesting, but also calming because those are the cycles of life, right?
Precisely. What's the most important lesson that time has taught you in the last 1 year?
Trust yourself. Trust yourself, trust your gut. And the better that you know yourself, the better that you'll be walking through this world.
Thank you so much. I'm going to take that with me. Have a great evening. What does Afrobeat mean to you as an artist?
Everything in this, I think that they are incredible artists and absolutely are leading the culture. You know, I think Amapiano and Afrobeat is amazing for everybody. It's become the new pop culture. So to be able to be a part of that movement, it keeps it relevant. You know, as artists, you can celebrate the things that you did in the past, and you can be present, right? This gives me an opportunity to be present in the style I think people want to hear and feel. Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson time has taught you in the last 1 year?
Man, celebrate the moments that you have, and also to the people that you have while you have them. Tomorrow is not promised. Be present and let the past be a lesson to you to help you live more in the present.
Hi, I am in love with your outfit. Talk to me about who you're wearing.
This is Kalina Estrada. She's all sustainable fashion.
Amazing. So who are you excited to see today?
I mean, who am I not excited to see? This is my first Met Gala. I'm so excited and so honored to be invited. I can't wait to see Anna. She's become a friend of mine. To be invited by her tonight is an absolute dream come true.
You know, everyone keeps talking about how Anna is big on not breaking the rules. Exactly.
Tonight. No rule breaking tonight. I'm on my best behavior. Trust me.
Well, have a great evening.
But the core of it, Anna will always remind you, is about raising money for a very good cause. That said, this is fun.
Gil, it's so important to foster collaboration over competition, especially within your industry. Speak to us about the importance of continuing to push that message.
Of what?
Collaboration over competitions for us.
Well, listen, you know, I'm friends with all my competitors, all of them. Because what I believe, there's Jordan. Wow. What I believe is that there is enough room for all of us. And all the morning shows offer something for everybody. All of them. So, you know, I don't believe that, you know, we have to, it's not a dog-eat-dog fight for me. I just figure I just do my job, do the best that I can do, and not pay attention to what other people are doing. I mean that.
Have here right now with you.
I don't want to tell you his name.
It's gonna be
who?
So I'm loving the green, the matchy glasses, the dress. Talk to me about who designed your outfit today.
It's Miu Miu, custom Miu Miu by Miuccia Prada, and Baz too.
Now, when you think the Guardian of Time, everyone thinks green. Is that your representation of it?
Well, I think in the exhibition, I read quite a lot about it. It's also about bringing things that aren't easily exhibited because they're falling apart. So I loved this idea of the crushed kind of fabric and this ephemeral design of the dandelion. that would just disappear. And so there are actual garments that are slowly decaying in the exhibit. So it was kind of an ode to that deconstruction and to the temporal nature of nature and clothes.
Who are you excited to sing in there?
The exhibition and the performance.
The top 3 things a gentleman must have when coming to the Met Gala.
I think a sense of humor, grace, some wonderful partner to walk with, no matter what the gender, and it helps if you're dressed by Mucha Prada and Miu Miu.
Which is exactly who dressed you, am I correct?
You are correct.
Amazing, you look fantastic. Thank you so much. Mr. Domingo, you have never been caught on fresh in a suit. That's something we say in Nigeria, never to be caught on fresh.
Fresh, I love it.
Love it. Now, I really need to know, every single time I look at your style, it speaks volume. What are the biggest inspirations behind the way you dress every time, whether it's the Met Gala, the Oscars, every time?
I think it's basically just knowing that it's not just about me, it's for the people who have come before me and who are behind me. And I know that I'm a representation of so many people. And so therefore I know I stand in that. And I know I'm very intentional about what story I'm telling. Like if anyone, I hope people can look back at different stories of like Andre Leon Talley and Chadwick Boseman, and they can see that I'm referencing them in my costume tonight. Because also, it's the Garden of Time, and time involves all of us, before us and behind us.
Everything you've just said takes me to the fact that people will say time heals everything. Would you agree? Because some people might argue that, does it really heal everything?
Well, I've been a proud recipient to know that time does heal some of the harshest and deepest wounds. You just have to lean into it and trust it and trust the process.
Coleman Domingo, have a fantastic evening.
What are you most excited about this?
Kyla! You look amazing. Alton, a year ago, on this very carpet, we had the best conversation. It's so lovely to see you again. What are you most grateful for, looking at how time has passed since the last Met Gala?
I'm most grateful for, God's purpose on my life. I'm most grateful for the responsibility that God has given me. When you're blessed and you're anointed, all you got to do is show up. So I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to have a family that supports me, have a team that supports me, and just being present,
Have a great evening.
Amazing.
Sure thing, honey. How much of an amazing award run you have had so far. When you think back on Nigeria as home, what's the one thing that you miss most?
The thing I miss most is probably getting akara and eating too much and kind of getting sick from eating too much akara. That's probably the number one.
Saturday morning akara, correct?
Of course.
So now being out here, obviously there's so much pride and joy knowing that you obviously have very strong roots. With regards to having one Nigerian parent, they don't play, mom or dad.
No.
So how do you juxtapose the celebrity with the, Ayo, have you done this today?
I don't think there's any juxtaposition. I think they're happening at the same exact time always. Yes.
Look at you like at home, you're regular Ayo.
But I think they're proud of me, you know what I mean? But still, it's like, so what are you doing? You're lying down. You came home and you're just lying down on the couch. What is it? So,
oh my God, that intonation, cannot miss it. Ayo, there are a lot of young girls back in Nigeria looking up to you and thinking, I want to be like Ayo someday. What you got to say to that?
I think the best advice I've ever gotten, and I feel like it's true, is just being yourself. Like, there's always like a place that you can fill that people don't know yet. So I think just be yourself, be true to yourself, keep your head down, just be a decent person to work with, and the rest will come. Yeah.
I just tell you, you did great during SNL, by the way. Was that like nerve-wracking completely for you, SNL?
Yes, for sure. But also I started out in comedy and a lot of my friends worked there, so I felt really blessed, really lucky to just reunite with them.
Yeah, Nikki, come right over, Nigeria. Nikki, Nigeria, Rise News. Say hello. Oh, nice. I love Nigeria, Nikki. You know I love you so much. I know you do. More than everyone else. I know you love her. I know. Hello, you look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Lizzo, I feel like there is an Afrobeat collaboration. I'm from Nigeria, coming soon.
Yeah, I hope to go.
For me.
The eyes for you, my sister. No, some of my best friends are Nigerian, Ghanaian. I love fufu, jollof rice. So my best friend is Ghanaian. I love Ghanaian jollof.
How would you describe the theme today?
The theme tonight to me is that we have enough love to get justice for all people.
Said it in perfectly terms. Now let's talk about the dress. It needs its own moment. Talk to me about how long it took you to curate this.
Oh my God. So we just got invited maybe like 2 weeks ago. So I was under a lot of pressure because I was like, what? You know, I'm a creative person. I'm a designer here in New York. I'm like, how am I going to prepare a dress in 2 weeks? So, but the angels came surrounding me. We worked it out. I love the celery color. I went with the rosette petals because I love roses in my garden, and so the theme is awakening the beauty. I feel like I am awakening and the beauty and nature, the celery color. So yeah, it all came together, but it was very fast. But we pulled this together.
From the perspective of time, how would you define it?
Looking at love.
Love from the perspective of time past, evolution. How would you define it?
Love is endless. It's timeless. It's elegance. It's it's beauty. It's all of that.
Beautiful tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. I do not think that we are going to get anything like this on the carpet. This is beautiful. Talk to me about this outfit.
So I'm wearing Sabyasachi Mukherjee. He's an Indian designer, and this is, to me, the most timeless garment that can ever be, and that is the sari. It's taken about over 1,000 hours to hand embroider the flowers and everything that you see on the sari. And taking cue from the exhibit, we're inspired by colors from land, sea, and sky. And a little 1920s reference with the fringe and the sleeve and all of that.
Yes. I mean, it's giving a lot of things. It's giving jewels, it's giving vintage, and most importantly, it's giving you love your culture. Now, it's very rare that we would see on a night like this, a person chooses to embody their culture in relation to the theme. Talk to me about where you're from and what it means to you being in a city like New York that is full of diverse cultures.
Absolutely. I think where I come from as well, diversity is at our core. India is a country, but in my opinion, it's a continent. We're so rich in our culture, like every state, every 5 kilometers, the language changes, the color palette changes. I am a proud citizen of India, and I feel very, very responsible when I travel. I come to massive international platforms like this. I feel like I have to take my country with me in some way or the other. And this time, it just felt extremely natural and fitting to do this.
Have you seen that challenge on TikTok? Oh my God, there's this song that's trending on TikTok where makeup artists do makeup. Yes. Oh my gosh. Talk to me. What does it mean?
It's actually, I mean, I don't know how it became viral all of a sudden, but I think that's also something that's very true to Indian culture is eye makeup. And the actress in that moment, Kareena Kapoor Khan, she's actually my sister-in-law. Yeah, and absolute icon. Love her.
Listen, I'm just tell her that I said that is the hardest TikTok challenge ever.
Okay. We'll do that.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
That's all right.
James, one question. What's the most important lesson time has taught you? The most important lesson time has taught you.
The most important lesson time has taught me that it's finite and you are all going to die. And that's the thing that makes life amazing. No, that's the thing that makes it great. That's time. You can only judge time by your death.
Well, that's true.
So if you are considering or contemplating the fact that there will come a time and it's none of your choosing that you're not going to be here, then you will stop caring about what people think and you'll just do your own thing.
What are you most grateful for tonight?
Tonight? Oh, everything. I'm great. Nice to see you.
We've always had a moment. And it's interesting because a year ago, I asked you a question about what was next for you. And you told me, oh, you know what? Well, I'm retired. We talked about a lot of different things. And it's interesting to me because a year after, you're in such a different place. From your directorial debut with Stormy Reed, to the movies you've done, and you talk so much about grace. And I ask myself, what has happened in the last 1 year that we don't know?
A lot more, because I don't want to say a lot like I ain't been doing it. I've been trusting my God, but I've been trusting him a lot more. I've been doing a lot of healing, and just focus, more focus than I've ever been. I feel great. I feel good.
I can tell. I feel like for a woman like yourself who is multifaceted in terms of talent, what would you say the most difficult thing about creating is? Because you do everything, but then there are people who just do one. So in a position like yourself where you can act, you can dance, it's like, what can she not do? What's the
that's finding the balance of, that's the peace. The peace is finding the balance. And that's what I mean about just healing, It was so many things as an artist or just as a person that would frustrate me and hurt me. And I think it was one time where I looked better than I felt. But now I could actually look and feel the same exact way. You get what I'm saying? So just healing from all of the no's, healing from all of the things that has hurt me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm no longer mad about what didn't go right in music or what didn't go right here, and here. I find my balance to do things when I want to do it on my time and the time that's right for me, and not allowing anybody to rush me into anything or to force me into anything,
Now, people say that when you put a black person in a position to create, the things we do are amazing. And I'm so happy with Stormy Reed being a part of your project. What was that decision for you? Why did you make that choice?
One, she was the first choice. She was the first and only choice for the character. I absolutely loved her. Always wanted to work with her. So she's been riding with me from the beginning. She's not just a person that's coming and acting, she's producing. So I'm just so excited for her. You know what I'm saying? And, I just love to give. And, you have a lot of people that feel well, I didn't receive this, so I don't know how to give it. Me, a lot of the things and opportunities and moments that I didn't receive, it make me want to give that. I'm a giver, and I love to give the people that absolutely deserve it and absolutely have it. And Stormy has it, and I think she's so special.
Amazing.
She's so special.
Tiana, I just have to say thank you so much for being such a joy on this carpet. What we do is so crazy, but you constantly make it ever so fun.
Carpet every year, every year.
And you're dancing.
Thank you.
And making us, look at you because you look great.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to pull his hair together in literally less than 30 minutes. I was doing my hair in the Sprinter.
Did you do it yourself?
No. I had help. His name is Darius. He's amazing. But my other hairstylist got stuck at the airport because they wouldn't let him check the bag with all the wigs, and he missed the bag cut off. So I was literally in a hotel about to cry. I got to figure this out. But we figured it out.
What about the dress? Talk to me about that.
The blondes. The shoes is both take.
The Garden of Time. I'm looking at petals. I'm looking at drips. I'm looking at some black, some red. Are you giving the ins and outs of the Garden of Time, the blossoming of a flower to the eventual wilting? What is it representing for the Garden of Time?
The rose. that grew out the concrete. The Rose in Harlem. Well, I just had the Dirty Rose burlesque experience. I did the pre-Met Gala experience, so I wanted to make sure that I led that on because, the Rose theme has been a big thing for me over the years. I go by the Rose, so why not come to the garden as who I already am, which is the Rose. So, I had a big year with my Rose in Harlem. Jordan sold out in 3 minutes. So, that was a big thing for me. So there's a Rose thing, carry that with me. So this year, this theme, you already know, was right up my alley. Right up my alley. So I wasn't even coming to show out. I was coming as who I am,
Taylor, a name that will always be etched in time. Thank you so much for your time. You're welcome.
This is an amazing designer. Her name is Elsa Jin, and it's called Life 2020. She does all these beautiful sculptural, artistic achievements. They're really amazing.
I heard you say a little something about Dr. Dre, and now I'm curious. You just said Drake. Did you say Drake? Dre. Oh, Dre. Dr. Dre. Now, if I went on your playlist and I was like, you know what? I want to listen to 5 songs. What are the chances that I would get 5 songs, and what would those songs be?
They'd be mostly old school reggae jams. Yeah.
Tell me about
25, like most played. It's all like my reggae playlist and some electronic stuff and Dre and a few jazz pieces and maybe a little John Frusciante or Trent Reznor in there, but a lot of reggae.
What's your favorite line from your favorite song?
Man, there's so many, but I can't really in the context here, but there's I was gonna say, I got it too. I got 2 things in my head. Well, but I'll tell you the sound. I'm not lyrics, but I got both. Night Nurse and Police and Helicopter. There you go.
I love you. I love you. That is a gem.
This is Marnie. It's a beautiful, custom-made leather suit, leather tie, leather shirt, leather pants, leather shoes. Everything is leather. Everything.
Let's be honest. How do you really feel in this outfit? How do you feel in this outfit?
I actually feel really comfortable. It's more like the climb up the stairs that makes it hot. Once I'm in there, if you've ever been in that museum, it's cold. So that's what I'm going for right now.
First of all, we always love to see a stylish gentleman on the carpet. We're looking at some bedazzle. And I'm curious on the glasses, though. You're wearing one and one's in your pocket, so talk to me about that.
Yes. Hey, do you know that picture? It just occurred to me. Do you know that picture of Stravinsky, I believe it is, who has a pair of glasses here and a pair of glasses here? And of course, he wrote Rites of Spring. Can you sing a little bit of it? Sing with me.
Oh my goodness. Jeff, let's talk Broadway.
What?
Let's talk about Broadway.
I'd love to talk about Broadway.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about your impute. Is this something that you feel that you are most exceptionally passionate about?
What? Broadway? Yes. I am passionate about Broadway. Boy, when I first thought of being an actor, it was because I saw stage. I saw live theater. Yeah, as a kid, and then I had the bug about that, and then went to New York to study with Sandy Meisner, and I would see theater. Yeah. Oh my God, I had never seen the movie Streetcar Named Desire, or the play. I saw the play in 1973, Alan Feinstein and who played Blanche? Wait a minute. I know who it is, but wait. But anyway. Yeah. I went out into Times Square and just cried for 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my God in heaven! I've had the most wonderful times in shows, and then I did Broadway. I did The Pillow Man and a couple other things, and have had the time of my life doing.
I mean, you are perfect for it. So now back to our game. You get to pick one that you love the most. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sense and Sensibility or Pride and Prejudice?
Oh, good question. Pride and Prejudice, let's say.
Why?
I don't know. Okay, Sense and Sensibility.
No, we picked Pride and Prejudice because I thought it was. Do you think love should be hard?
Should love be hard?
Yes.
Oh, there's so many different kinds of love.
Okay.
It certainly can be hard, but it can be like falling off a log too.
Which do you prefer? Are you a hopeless romantic or are you more facts and figures?
Hopeless romantic.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you're going to have a great evening. Let's talk about your outfit though. Who are you wearing? It's so perfect.
This is Prada. This is a Prada suit. Prada, interesting shirt, and Tiffany roaches.
Of course. Oh, look at the bedazzle.
I know, come on.
Now, you have seen Ocean 8, obviously, haven't you? You've seen Ocean 8.
Ocean 8?
Hathaway.
Who?
Anne Hathaway in Ocean 8.
I have not seen Ocean 8.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
I saw a chunk of it.
Yeah, so now they pulled off a Met Gala heist. Now, between you and I, if you were going to pull off your personal Met Gala heist, who will your dream team be?
Who would my dream team?
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I think I'd go back to everyone in that movie Top Cappy, which I saw when I was, 11. Yes, Peter Ustinov, and wait, who's the, Melina Mercury? Yes, yeah.
Oh, listen, I think it's going to work. Make sure you add me on your team. I'll be your lookout guy.
All right.
All right, well, have a great evening, Jeff. Thank you so much. Now, picture this. Ocean 8 style heist. Who's your tag team for the Met Gala?
Oh, my God. I'll take Kendall Jenner because I'm looking at her, and I think she'd also be great at it. I will take...
Go on. You get 5 people.
Zendaya. Yes. Jennifer Lopez. Anna Wintour.
Oh my goodness, perfect. Thank you so much. Understand this because I feel like this is the perfect explanation of the Garden of Time because of course
no, do go on because what is more impermanent than ice, right? Exactly. But one thing, it melts. Also, you can't really see, but my dress is kind of like almost like becoming shreds at the bottom, so it's almost like I'm falling apart as I'm coming up the stairs, which is really happening.
But then I'm most curious, the rose inside, what does it signify?
I think it, because of the Garden of Time, and I guess it originally is like a story, right?
Yes, it is.
And then there's a lake, so we kind of wanted to have those water elements in there. Thank you. But we wanted our version of a kind of futuristic rose from the Garden of Time.
You've worked with several artists, and I keep asking myself, Nigeria and Latino music, we have a little bit of a connection there. I am Nigerian.
When I tell you, that's my favorite music comes out of Nigeria because I love Afrobeats. And that's all I freaking, especially, I was like, who's touching me? I feel like, especially this time in the summer, it's my favorite music. It inspires me so much. And I really, really want to go there. I really want to go to Lagos.
Yes, you have to come. Now, if you were going to collaborate with like one artist, there's so many.
Great question.
Who would it be? Wishes were horses. You never.
Oh, I don't know if she's from Nigeria, but I love Ira Star.
I promise you, when I asked you this question, Ira Star was in my head. I'm like, you
love Ira Star. I love her songs. I can't believe she's so young and so talented. I think just like melodically as a writer, she's incredible. Yeah. And I just want her to just like take over the world. She is amazing.
Camilla, you are a woman's woman. Evolving over the last 1 year, what's the biggest lesson time has taught you?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think it's that, you know, what other people think of you, it has way less to do with you than you think. I think that's been really like kind of brought me a lot of peace, not trying to control other people's perceptions of me and just controlling what I can, which is just how I show up every day and my character and the kind of person I'm becoming, and however people want to interpret or take that, it's all good. Like it has nothing to do with me. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night. Ooh, this is a full circle moment for you. Talk to me about being on the Met Gala carpet tonight.
This is just bonkers. I think where I'm from and where I grew up at least, we don't really go to the Met Gala. Do you know what I mean? So this is really quite amazing.
So is it still a bit like surreal for you? Like,
oh yeah.
What's the most surreal moment you've had since you've been here?
I mean, just the whole queue for the photographs. I'm like, what? You've got everyone giving, like people. I'm like,
Jimmy. I love how you're participating in everything.
Oh, babe, last year and every year before that, I'm on Twitter, staying awake in London, like, oh my God, who's serving? Who's serving?
Oh my goodness.
And here we are tonight.
But I mean, your music is so beautiful. Every time you sing, Ray, what's in your head?
Don't sing a flat note. Like, I don't know, trying to hold it together. Oh.
What are you most excited to see, though?
I am so excited to see, to be honest, Anna Wintour, like, I've only seen her, like, once from very far away, you know, but I would just love to see her a bit closer up, do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to go and talk to her, I'm just going to look at her and just like, you know, that bob, that iconic bob.
Every time I listen to your music, I keep asking myself, like, Ray really needs to collaborate with a Nigerian artist. I'm Nigerian, Arise News is Nigerian. Talk to me about, do you have any Nigerian artists that's currently on your radars?
Thames, yes. And you know what? Me and her had a really beautiful conversation. We spent a little bit of time together, and that girl's just such a beautiful soul. And we were talking very, very briefly about the idea of making a beat together because she produces as well. Oh, nice. So I would really love to work with Thames.
Well, Ray, we're looking forward to hearing more of your beautiful voice. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the time to have a chat with me. All right, darling.
What, Ray? Amazing. Big star. Have a great evening.
Huge shout out to Nigeria. All my love. I love you.
And that wraps it up. What a night. What a moment in history that will not be forgotten. The Met Gala 2024 is officially over, and that wraps it up with great interviews, great fashion, and most definitely the theme, The Guarding of Time, was greatly represented. I'm Kachi Ofia, live in New York, saying thank you so much for being a part of the show. We're leaving and looking forward to an amazing year, 2025. What will the theme be? Well, till then, goodbye, and thank you for watching.